Lucky us, we won another die roll. We're up against Nubu GT. Let's see what we got here. Turn 1, Elf. Turn 2, Utopia Sprawl. Or I could go turn 1, Utopia Sprawl. Turn 2, Elf Rancor. What does that get me? I'm definitely going to keep. Oh, that. Let's see. Now I'm going to play the Elf turn 1. Also, since we're on the play, playing the Elf turn 1 gets around days if our opponent is playing days. This looks like a very good hand, and we have a very good chance of winning, assuming we draw one more land. Right now, this is what we can play. And then as soon as we get the Utopia Sprawl down, we'll also be able to commune with the gods. So how would I feel about this hand if commune with the gods was Monomorphos instead? It would pretty much just be draw a card. Now our mana is already going to be fixed from this Utopia Sprawl, assuming it resolves, which, I mean, it's possible our opponent might decide to daze it or have Force Spike and Force Spike Utopia Sprawl. But I think I would prefer this Commune with the Gods to be Commune with the Gods as opposed to Monomorphos. Because Monomorphos would just read pretty much draw a card for 0 mana, whereas this reads more or less draw one of the next 5 cards for 2 mana and reveal it. We can't get a land, but we can get an enchantment, maybe another Utopia Scroll, maybe an Ethereal Armor. But we won't be able to do that until our opponent gets back. Now, last week when I was playing Elves, it was Saturday, and I was 2-1, and then I fell asleep. And Turbo Kitty 3000 got to get a free win there because I just fell asleep and woke up after the tournament was over. So maybe Nabutu GT is getting some shut-eye right now, and we'll end up conceding in about 6 minutes from now, 6.5 minutes. I think normal people would pause the video here and then start it up once their opponent arrives, but if I have to wait through this, you do too. So turn 1, Glade Cover Scout. Now turn 2, depending on what we draw, it could go either Rancor or Utopia Sprawl. If we draw another forest, then I will just be able to Utopia Sprawl the other forest and then Rancor. And if the card on the top of our library right now is Forest, I definitely like our chances of winning this. Now, if our opponent is playing either Mono Black Control or Trinket Mage, then our chance of winning goes down dramatically because we only have one creature in our hand, and communally the gods might be able to find another one, but it can miss on. Certainly can miss on creatures. We can even miss on auras. We could cast it and then look at 5 lands. Alright. 5 minutes has passed, so our opponent has 5 more minutes to show up. And what is on the line right now? Well, we're 3-0. And so we're both guaranteed 6 packs. And so if whoever wins this match wins an extra 5 packs and 2 QP points. So we each get 1 point already. And so this is 5 packs of cons and 2 QP packs points. Yeah, when I fell asleep last week, I was 2-1. So what was on the line in that match? It was 6 packs and 1 QP point. So, and here we go. Our opponent has decided to play Magic the Gathering with us. No force of will here, I'd imagine. No mental misstep. Hopefully we don't want to see a swamp. Urza's mine. Alright. This has been a fairly good matchup for me in the past. And that makes it even better. White. Alright, Ancestral Mask can come down next turn. It can give +4/+4. Whereas the Armadillo Cloak only gives +2/+2. And I just want to get in as much damage as possible. I'm not concerned about gaining life here. We might be able to get the turn 4 kill. Let's see if our opponent might just concede here. Alright, he has turn 3 Urzatron, which isn't surprising because he did crack the map. And he can play a Muldrifter, which will effectively block 2 damage. We're going to put him at 1. I think that just means now that we get to kill him. And we even have an extra point to spare. Alright, so game 1, turn 4 kill. Yeah, I really don't have anything in my sideboard for this because it's just a fairly good matchup. I don't have any land destruction. What would I bring in? This is another matchup where if I was going to bring in something, it would be Gleeful Sabotage because Tron can have difficulties by not being able to cast their spells even when they have Urzatron if they don't have a prism in play to get their colors. And what will he bring in? It's likely he will be bringing in Ray of Revelation. So do I want to even bother with Gleeful Sabotage? On the draw, it will be a little too slow to get a map before he's able to crack it. So I will just give this another go. No sideboarding. Alright, so he likely also brought in Electrickery, and this hand is very weak to Electrickery. Here's the Chromatic Star. Let's see if he plays a land and just passes. Alright, so he doesn't have Electrickery here. So I'm just going to throw on 2 Rancors and get the beach coming. Ooh, turn 3 Tron again, this time without any map to crack. So now he's going to get the Ray of... Well, that doesn't really do much. Rancor just comes back. Really just eating up some mana there. He's probably not going to flash it back because he realizes that's pretty silly. Blue, is he going to play a Muldrifter here? Two mana, this would make enough mana for a Muldrifter. Plays an Expedition map, so no Muldrifter coming down. He is able to flash back the Ray of Revelation at instant speed if he wants to. So I'm not going to even try to get out the Armadillo Cloak at any fast pace because it's just vulnerable. Maybe he will blow the Ray of Revelation for a Rancor right here to save 2 life. We're swinging for 7 and he's at 15. Alright, he takes it. Or Gnarlid. Or Gnarlid is a good draw. It's another creature and it is not vulnerable to Electrickery like the Spogle is. Right now he has blue mana in his mana pool, but he has access to... Alright, so he's going for a cruise. He's keeping their Ray of Revelation here. And this is what he's left up for himself. I think we can just Armadillo Cloak and win. If he has no play, if he does have a play, he's going to have to tap this down, and pretty sure we win. I don't see what he can do with 3 colorless mana and 8 cards in hand. Well, he could play a land. I bet a lot of his lands that he's looking at in his hand come into play tapped or are more Urzatron lands, which will just produce colorless mana. So there's 3 colorless. There's a Prism, so now he has 1 colorless mana, so he can flash back Ray of Revelation to destroy a Rancor. Shimmering Grotto. He could have Electrickery. Alright, so he can flash back the Ray of Revelation. So I'm not going to bother with the Armadillo Cloak because that will just get destroyed. So I'm better off playing the Gnarlid this time. So he'll swing, he'll probably destroy a Rancor, he'll take 5, and he will be at 3. So, or he might just take it all because he doesn't have to. Now he goes to 1. Currently a 6/6. It could become a 5/5 if he destroys an enchantment. If he plays a Crusher, it would take all of his mana right now, and he will be tapped out, and I have 2 creatures to attack with. Preordain, which is nice because it makes him use one of his sources for colored mana, and it doesn't actually affect the board. Now, what could he do to stop me from winning here? Here, it could start with a Chromatic Sphere. And he could go Electricity Edict. That's possible. Red mana. That's getting ready for Electricity. The Gnarlid's too big to Rolling Thunder it. It'll take 8 mana to kill the Gnarlid with Rolling Thunder. He's already used mana to play these 3 buttes. And 4-0. Alright, so obviously being undefeated is good, and of those 4 matches we only lost 1 game. So I'm happy with this being Commune the Gods as opposed to Monomorphos, because it feels like I can use it to give myself much more reach. Monomorphos is just going to be draw a random card off the top of your library, whereas Commune with the Gods is look at 5 cards and grab a creature or enchantment. So I definitely am happy with this new adjustment. I hope you enjoyed watching, and have a good day.